In recent developments that intertwine the worlds of technology and government, a significant legal battle has emerged surrounding Elon Musk's newly established Department of Government Efficiency DOGE. The agency created under the Trump administration has sparked controversy for its aggressive actions in freezing federal funds accessing sensitive agency data and notably its attempts to restructure government operations without the necessary constitutional oversight. The situation has escalated to the courts, drawing in multiple states and raising critical concerns regarding the separation of powers and accountability in government. On February 14, 2025, a coalition of 14 states filed a lawsuit aimed at halting what they claim are unconstitutional actions taken by DOGE. The states argue that Musk, as the head of the agency, has overstepped his authority by assuming powers that are typically reserved for officials confirmed by the Senate. Although our constitutional system was designed to prevent the abuses of an 18th-century monarch, the instruments of unchecked power are no less dangerous in the hands of a 21st-century tech baron, the plaintiffs asserted in their complaint. They highlighted how Musk and his department have allegedly accessed sensitive information, controlled various agency activities, and initiated drastic cuts across multiple federal programs. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres, who was leading the lawsuit, emphasized the potential dangers of such unchecked power. Empowering an unelected billionaire to access Americans' private data / funding for federal student aid, stop payments to American farmers, and dismantle protections for working families is not a sign of President Trump's strength but his weakness, Torres stated. The coalition is calling for a federal court in Washington, D.C. to declare Musk's actions invalid and to restore what they describe as constitutional order. The legal scrutiny faced by DOGE has not been limited to this lawsuit. Earlier this week, a New York judge issued a temporary restraining order preventing DOGE from accessing the Treasury Department's payment systems, and another federal judge extended a similar order blocking the administration from placing over 2,200 USAID workers on paid leave. These rulings reflect a growing resistance against the agency's sweeping changes. Adding to the complexity of the situation, DOGE has sought access to Internal Revenue Service (IRS) systems that house extensive taxpayer information. Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller defended this move, arguing it was necessary for conducting an anti-fraud review. However, U.S. Senator Ron Wyden expressed concern, warning that Musk's team could have unprecedented access to personal taxpayer data. That means Musk's henchmen are in a position to dig through a trove of data about every taxpayer in America, he tweeted, hinting at the potential for privacy infringements. As these legal challenges unfold, the implications for the future of governmental structure and oversight are profound. The recently established Department of Government Efficiency DOGE has become the focal point of both ambitious reform efforts and contentious legal battles. Chaired by tech mogul Elon Musk, DOGE was born from a reorganization of the United States Digital Service (USDS) in January 2025 under an executive order from President Donald Trump. The mission of DOGE is clear: to streamline federal operations by modernizing technology and eliminating wasteful spending, with Musk himself claiming a goal of cutting $2 trillion from the federal budget. The genesis of DOGE can be traced back to Musk's proposal during the 2024 presidential campaign, which resonated with Trump's vision of reducing governmental inefficiencies. Following Trump's election, the creation of DOGE was announced as a mechanism to dismantle government bureaucracy and restructure federal agencies. However, the department's establishment has not been without controversy, raising questions about transparency and the concentration of power within a single unelected individual. As DOGE employees commenced their work, they have begun accessing sensitive data across various federal agencies, a move that has alarmed many career civil servants. Critics, including multiple state attorneys general, have filed lawsuits arguing that Musk wields virtually unchecked power in violation of the Appointments Clause of the U.S. Constitution. They contend that his authority to access government data and implement sweeping changes within federal agencies lacks the necessary checks and balances typically provided through formal appointments and Senate confirmations. Recent developments illustrate the escalating tensions surrounding DOGE's activities. A federal judge in Washington, D.C. recently denied a request from 14 states seeking to block DOGE's actions, which include freezing federal funding and accessing sensitive agency data. The plaintiffs argue that this unprecedented concentration of power in the hands of an unconfirmed individual poses a significant threat to both constitutional order and civil service integrity. In the words of New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres, empowering an unelected billionaire to control sensitive governmental functions is a sign of weakness rather than strength. While proponents of DOGE argue that its mission is essential for rooting out inefficiencies and fraud, the implications of its actions extend far beyond mere budget cuts. For instance, the restructuring of agencies like the U.S. Agency for International Development (USAID) and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has raised concerns about the loss of vital services and protections that serve to bolster U.S. soft power abroad and shield consumers from unfair practices at home. Moreover, as DOGE delves deeper into the inner workings of various departments, there are fears about the security of sensitive personal data. Reports have surfaced that Musk's team is seeking broad access to data held by the Internal Revenue Service and the Social Security Administration, raising alarms among privacy advocates. The implications of such access could be profound, potentially allowing for the mishandling of Americans' private information and exposing the government to vulnerabilities from hackers. The legal landscape surrounding DOGE remains fraught with challenges as multiple lawsuits continue to question the legitimacy of its actions. Earlier this week, a judge blocked DOGE's access to the Treasury Department's payment systems, underscoring the contentious legal battles that lie ahead as the Trump administration works to fortify its position. The role of Elon Musk as an advisor rather than a formal administrator may become pivotal in navigating these challenges. As these developments unfold, the future of DOGE hangs in the balance. Will it fulfill its promise of increased efficiency and reduced waste, or will it become a cautionary tale of unchecked power and governmental overreach? The coming months are likely to reveal whether the department can reconcile its ambitious goals with the constitutional principles intended to safeguard democracy and public trust. With the July 2026 expiration date looming, the stakes are higher than ever for both DOGE and the broader political landscape. In a tumultuous period for Tesla, the electric vehicle manufacturer is grappling with significant backlash against its CEO Elon Musk amid a series of protests and declining public perception, as the company braces for an anticipated entry into the Indian market. Recent events threaten to overshadow its strategic maneuvers, making it a pivotal moment for both Musk and Tesla. Over the weekend, demonstrations erupted at Tesla dealerships across the United States and several international locations. Organized by groups such as Anonymous on Blue Sky, the protests, termed Tesla Takedown and Tesla Takeover, saw hundreds of participants rallying against Musk's political affiliations and business practices. Protesters wielded signs with messages like "Musk is stealing from you" and "Stop Musk's coup," urging supporters to divest from Tesla and join the picket lines. Hurting Tesla is stopping Musk. Stopping Musk will help save lives and our democracy, shouted organizers during the protest in Austin, Texas. Musk's controversial involvement with the Trump administration, particularly as head of the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE), has drawn ire for its impact on government employment. Massive layoffs under DOGE have resulted in lawsuits alleging illegal firings, further tarnishing Musk's image. According to a Quinnipiac poll conducted in late January, 53% of voters disapprove of Musk's prominent role in the Trump administration, with women showing particularly strong disapproval. The backlash has not only affected Musk's reputation but also that of Tesla, which is facing a decline in brand perception among potential EV buyers. A recent survey by the American EV Jobs Alliance revealed that Musk's favorable rating among EV drivers has plummeted to 35%, with 42% expressing negative views. Mike Murphy, a veteran GOP strategist, commented on this shift, stating, "Musk going from EV Jesus to MAGA God is hurting Tesla's brand image." Such sentiments were reflected in a survey of likely EV buyers, which found Tesla had the lowest favorable rating compared to competitors like Ford and Toyota. As Tesla navigates these turbulent waters, it has simultaneously made headlines for its impending entry into the Indian market, which could play a crucial role in Tesla's success in the region. Moreover, the recent changes in India's EV policy, including reduced import duties for certain vehicle price brackets, may further assist Tesla in establishing a foothold in this burgeoning market. Discussions between Musk and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi have hinted at potential collaborations in mobility and technology, highlighting the strategic importance of this market for Tesla's future growth. As Tesla prepares to launch its operations in India, it must simultaneously address the mounting pressures at home. The protests and negative perceptions surrounding Musk pose significant risks to its brand identity and consumer trust. The coming months will be critical as Tesla navigates these challenges while attempting to capitalize on new opportunities in India. The interplay between public perception, political controversies, and market expansion will undoubtedly shape Tesla's trajectory in both the domestic and international arenas, making it a significant period for the electric vehicle leader. In a groundbreaking achievement for the aerospace industry, SpaceX has successfully launched a Falcon 9 rocket from Florida and landed its booster for the first time off the coast of the Bahamas. This historic event, which occurred on February 18, 2025, not only emphasizes SpaceX's innovative capabilities but also marks a significant milestone in international space operations. The Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, carrying 23 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. Approximately 8 minutes after launch, the rocket's first stage made a controlled descent and landed on the drone ship, just read the instructions, positioned in the Atlantic Ocean near the Exuma Islands. SpaceX's decision to land in Bahamian waters, as opposed to its traditionally utilized drone ship locations further out at sea, opens up new possibilities for future missions. This is the first time that a rocket has taken off from one country, gone to space, and landed in another country, exclaimed SpaceX CEO Elon Musk in a post on X, formerly Twitter. The implications of this achievement are far-reaching, as it allows Falcon 9 to maximize performance by utilizing southeast trajectories vital for deploying additional satellites and conducting human spaceflight missions like the upcoming FRAM-2 mission. Isaac Chester Cooper, Deputy Prime Minister of the Bahamas, expressed excitement regarding the collaboration, stating, "This is significant for the Bahamas in so many ways. It puts us at the cutting edge of innovation." He emphasized that this partnership not only enhances the Bahamas' presence in the aerospace industry but also provides educational and tourism opportunities for the nation of just 400,000 people. The Falcon 9 rocket used for this mission, designated B-1080, has a storied history, having completed its 16th flight. It has previously launched astronauts to the International Space Station and delivered over 200 Starlink satellites into orbit. Today's mission was part of a larger strategy, with SpaceX aiming for a total of 180 launches in 2025 alone. In parallel to SpaceX's achievements, Rocket Lab successfully launched a new generation of imaging satellites for Black Sky just minutes before the Falcon 9 liftoff. The Electron rocket took off from New Zealand at 6:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, deploying Black Sky's Gen 3 satellite designed for high-resolution imagery. The synchronicity of these launches highlights the competitive landscape of the commercial space sector, where innovation and rapid deployment are crucial. While the implications of SpaceX's Bahamian landing are still unfolding, the potential for expanded launch trajectories and improved recovery operations in winter months is significant. As the aerospace industry continues to evolve, the collaboration between private companies and national interests could pave the way for more international partnerships in space exploration. As SpaceX and Rocket Lab push the boundaries of what is possible in space, the future promises further developments in satellite technology and space travel, with nations and companies alike keen to take part in this new frontier. In a surprising twist in the ongoing saga surrounding Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter, the billionaire recently shared a meme that highlights his readiness for a legal battle with the social media giant. This comes on the heels of significant financial maneuvers concerning Twitter, now rebranded as X, amid talks of a funding deal valued at $44 billion, the same price Musk originally offered during his controversial bid. Musk's meme, which captures a series of increasingly amused expressions, humorously portrays his perspective on the tumultuous negotiations. The captions detail his journey from attempting to purchase Twitter to now potentially facing the company in court. "They said I couldn't buy Twitter," the first caption reads, followed by his claims regarding Twitter's alleged failure to disclose critical information about spam accounts which he argued were prevalent on the platform. The final caption suggests that the court may force Twitter to reveal this data, which Musk has long sought. As the situation develops, former President Donald Trump has weighed in on Musk's recent legal settlement regarding Twitter, describing the $10 million deal as a big discount. This comment underscores the contentious atmosphere surrounding Musk's dealings with the platform, where financial implications and public perceptions are tightly intertwined. Trump's remarks reflect a broader skepticism about the valuation and operational capabilities of Twitter, especially as Musk continues to navigate the challenges of leading the platform. In parallel, reports indicate that Musk's X is actively seeking to raise funds at the same valuation as his original acquisition offer. According to sources, this fundraising effort aims to bolster the platform's financial standing as it transitions under Musk's leadership. Analysts suggest that this could be a strategic move to stabilize Twitter's finances while addressing the issues that have plagued the company since Musk's takeover. The possibility of a legal showdown between Musk and Twitter adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Twitter's board, led by Chair Brett Taylor, has expressed a firm commitment to enforcing the merger agreement with Musk. Taylor has publicly stated that the company is confident it will prevail in the Delaware Court of Chancery, suggesting that Twitter is prepared to fight tooth and nail to fulfill the original terms of the deal. As the discussions unfold, the implications for the tech and finance sectors are significant. Musk's handling of Twitter, coupled with the ongoing legal disputes and financial negotiations, will not only affect the platform's future but also set precedents for corporate governance and accountability in the tech industry. Looking ahead, the intersection of Musk's ambitions, Trump's commentary, and Twitter's financial maneuvers will be closely monitored. Stakeholders and analysts will be eager to see how these dynamics evolve and what they mean for the digital landscape. The outcomes of the funding talks and potential legal battles could reshape not only Musk's vision for Twitter but also the broader discourse on technology ownership and user experience in the social media space. In a startling turn of events, recent reports have unveiled that the Department of Government Efficiency has terminated several employees at the Food and Drug Administration (FDA) who were reviewing clinical trial applications for Elon Musk's Neuralink. This development raises significant concerns about the future of oversight for emerging medical technologies, particularly as Neuralink seeks to advance its controversial brain implant devices. The firings, which reportedly affected approximately 20 staff members from the FDA's Office of Neurological and Physical Medical Devices, were part of a broader effort by the Trump administration to reduce the federal workforce, particularly within the Department of Health and Human Services (HHS). This sweeping cut, which included around 5,200 positions across various health agencies, has sparked fears among industry experts and patient advocacy groups regarding the potential ramifications for medical device safety and regulatory efficiency. Sources familiar with the matter indicated that while the employees were not specifically targeted, their dismissal coincided with the ongoing scrutiny surrounding Neuralink's ambitious projects. Industry insiders have expressed alarm over the timing and implications of these firings. The cumulative effects of threatened cuts to federal health research funding and forced departures at our nation's premier health agencies will put our global leadership and our nation's health at risk, a coalition of patient organizations, including the Friends of Cancer Research, stated. The FDA's role in ensuring the safety and effectiveness of medical devices is critical, particularly as Neuralink aims to conduct human trials involving brain implants that could enable paralyzed individuals to control devices using their thoughts. Neuralink's technology is designed to facilitate communication between the human brain and computers, a concept that has been met with both enthusiasm and skepticism. The company received FDA approval for its first human clinical trials in May 2023 and as of January 2025 had successfully implanted devices in 3 individuals with plans for 20 to 30 additional implants within the year. However, the recent firings of FDA staff could hinder the oversight necessary to ensure these trials proceed safely. Musk's influence in government hiring and firing practices has come under scrutiny as well, particularly in light of his leadership role within DOGE, the organization responsible for these layoffs. While the White House has attempted to distance Musk from direct involvement in DOGE's operations, it is evident that his presence looms large over the decision-making processes within the federal government. Critics are concerned that this intertwining of interests creates a potential conflict of interest, jeopardizing the integrity of regulatory oversight. Patty Zettler, a law professor and former deputy general counsel at HHS, cast doubt on the financial efficacy of these layoffs. None of them are going to save the taxpayer money in the long run, she noted, emphasizing that many FDA employees are funded through user fees rather than taxpayer dollars. This raises questions about the true motives behind the cuts, especially when considering the vital role these employees play in the approval process for new medical technologies. As the fallout from these firings continues to unfold, the future of Neuralink's groundbreaking research remains uncertain. The FDA, the White House, and Neuralink have yet to provide comments on the situation, leaving key stakeholders and the public eager for more clarity. With the stakes so high, the intersection of technology, healthcare, and regulatory oversight will be crucial to monitor in the coming months as the landscape evolves. The implications for patient safety, innovation, and the ethical governance of medical technology development are issues that will undoubtedly demand ongoing attention.